Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 11.
Listen here, we are also doing the ultimatum. Make sure y'all catch up on that before the new episodes pop out. We also doing Married to Medicine, which is probably on right now while we record this.
Yes.
You ready, Blair?
I'm ready.
Subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Let's go.
All right. So Mia's taking her kids out to do an obstacle course. She knows, well, we all know the kids know about the divorce, and she wants them to know that they are heard and their opinions matter.
Oh, nice. Mother of the year.
Stacey meets with Gizelle and Karen. Stacey thinks that Gizelle is hard on the outside, soft on the inside, and she thinks that they will be besties. I don't know why people want to be Giselle's friend so bad all the time. I really don't get it.
I don't get it either, and I'm going to make a video about this. I'm just waiting for that one episode where I can just unleash everything, but it's just something about getting Gizelle approval. It is weird to me.
It's very weird.
It's weird. I understand she's an OG of the show, but so is Wendy. You get what I'm saying? Like Wendy may have not been there as long as Gizelle, but she been there long enough for her to be an OG.
Not really.
Who?
Karen.
Of course,
and Ashley.
Karen and Gizelle been there from the beginning. How long had Wendy been there?
Probably what, 3 seasons?
The last 4 seasons.
4? Yeah,
that's an OG.
Okay,
like she's an OG of the show.
Okay. Well, Karen is throwing a Love Lagoon party. They're going to play games, have a bar. Stacey talks about how TJ auditions and works in LA, and he comes to see her when he has downtime. Well, Karen and Gizelle are telling her that she needs to get out there and find some peen. She needs to taste the rainbow and figure out what it is that she wants.
Okay.
Stacey says that she knows that she wants TJ because he's a God-fearing man. Gizelle says that if he's not getting any booty from you, he's definitely getting it from somewhere else.
Wait a minute.
Well, Stacey is not worried about what he's doing in LA. She thinks that these ladies need to worry about their own men.
What are your thoughts?
I think that, I don't know, with Gizelle, she's always going to say something about somebody's significant other. And with Stacey, I don't know why, but I feel like this is all planned. I think that Stacey knows that the men that the women bring on are heavily critiqued. And TJ wants camera time. So I feel like this is like a win-win for both TJ and Stacey. I feel like this is definitely a work relationship. I get that they're friends, but the way that she's saying he's my best friend, kind of romantic interest, I don't know. I'm not saying it's weird necessarily. I think that they can be friends and be dating, until like she gets to have a divorce. But I just wouldn't bring someone on that I'm not in a relationship with. Like, it's just too gray. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is weird. Scroll up just one line, because I think she said something about God-fearing man. She said she knows she likes TJ because she knows he's a God-fearing man. What did that guy do with anything? Like, forget the sex. Let's take the sex out of it, right? TJ haven't shown that he likes you like that, period. Get your hands off me. Those are like his quotes from this season so far.
Right.
Get your hands off me. Hey, don't show out now. What I say. You get what I'm saying? These type of things. So, like, there's no romantic chemistry between y'all. That's why, like, these sex conversations really don't bother me when it comes to her and TJ, because I'm like, y'all are not even at liking each other, really, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think it is planned. I think it is a work relationship, because once I saw him on Watch What Happened Lives, I was like, okay, what is he doing here? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he didn't even have no lines yet at that point, besides when he showed up on that FaceTime talking about you look good in orange. And she said, I'm wearing your favorite color, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it is what it is.
So Wendy, Mia, Ashley, Stacey, and Gizelle all meet at a clothing store.
Yeah.
Wendy invites the ladies to Panama. Mia, Karen, she's there as well, and she invites the ladies to her Love Lagoon party. Mia would like Jacqueline to be her +1 to the party because Gordon can't be there, Ink cannot be there. Well, Karen says no because her home is her peace.
Stop right there for a second. You have to at least see the way that Mia is playing this is commendable, right?
Okay.
And what do you mean? Mia came up with this story, right? I'm not saying she's lying, even though we know Mia be lying sometimes, right? Most times, majority of the time, right? It just so happens that the reason why Gordon can't come, or the reason why Gordon probably won't know about this whole situation, because I'm not going to put Gordon in a situation to where y'all go sit around and question him. and things like that. So I'm going to bring Jacqueline because I can control Jacqueline, and Jacqueline is always going to be my little lap dog. You get what I'm saying? But Ink and Gordon's not available. I could have swore like a couple episodes ago, you picked up Ink from the airport to go to a party and things like that. Now you got two men and neither of them are available. I think this is Mia's unique way of basically keeping us out of her business, but still filming and getting her story out, no matter how trifling it may be.
Yeah, and I also think it's her way of trying to get Jacqueline on. I mean, we got to remember that at least the way they tell it is that the new flute holders aren't told really until after the season is filmed of who is going to be highlighted as a housewife.
More camera time.
So I think she is trying to get Jacqueline as much camera time as she can, so that way she can solidify her position as a housewife instead of a friend of. It's a lot of fourth wall stuff going on.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of politicking on Potomac. You know what I'm saying?
So Mia tells Jacqueline that Karen said no, and Jacqueline's talking about she didn't want to go anyway.
Oh, okay.
And Wendy tells him that we're all going to be in Panama and it will be peaceful.
I've never been to Panama.
Yeah.
I might go one day. You want to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, let's go.
So Kiana is with her boyfriend and her brother.
Oh, boy.
And Greg cheers to them having fun in Panama with no arguing. Kiana didn't know if they were going to Panama City Beach or to Panama, the actual country Panama.
Hey.
But she figured out that they're actually going to the country Panama.
Nice.
The theme is liberation. And she talks about how there have been 3 divorces within the friend group. And Greg is hoping that those 3 divorces aren't because of the show.
Hold on. Why does it matter to you, Greg?
Well, exactly. Because he ain't proposed.
I'm about to say, why does it matter to you? It's not like Kiana's your fiance. It's not like she's your wife. I mean, you got her doing things and doing these checklists as if she's earning this prize of yours. You get what I'm saying? So why does it matter to you if the show divorce couples or things of that nature? That ain't your fiance.
Yeah. Well, Greg is not 100% on board with her being on television.
Yeah.
He is doing his best to be supportive, but Kiana isn't feeling the support.
Yeah.
The guys are chatting with her while she's packing, and he kind of makes a comment about her, like, not really cooking. And she talks about how they value different things. She values just kind of like the softer skills of like kindness. And, you know, I didn't write down what she said, but she said that he values respect and food.
Yeah.
And it feels very serious. And where is the fun in the relationship?
She said she said that she values basically words of affirmation. She wants to be adored and things like that. And he values basically love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Verbally, maybe with some money, but she was basically talking about adoration, like words like, you know, that you're doing a good job, but it just seemed like he always giving her orders and commands. What is your thoughts on this scene, Blair?
I think that she's given too much too quickly to a boyfriend.
Really?
I think that she is. I think that if they haven't talked about marriage, because she says she doesn't even want to bring it up because she doesn't want to appear thirsty.
Ooh.
So
did that come from her or from Greg?
That's what she said.
I know, but I'm just saying, did that come from her or did that come from Greg?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
who really thinks that? Because it appears that she wants to be married and wants to have children. And it doesn't appear as though they've had those conversations, like she said, because she doesn't want to be thirsty.
Yeah.
If you're fine with being a girlfriend and doing all these things, that's totally cool. But it does seem like she's striving to get to a position to where he will propose.
Yeah.
And I think like building a house with him and living in the house and probably helping to take care of his kids, helping to take care of his business. Like she's given a lot to this guy who is kind of sitting in judgment of her.
Yeah.
I also think that a lot of it could be that he doesn't want to be on TV either. So he's not going to show like his best sides of why they're together because he's irritated. And I think that's coming across on camera is that he's not into this. And Kiana is trying to be positive and have conversation. And he's just like kind of just a little moody man a little bit.
Does Greg got a little tood?
He got a little tood.
He got a little tood to him.
And I don't think he likes the cameras in his face. So
Kiana, you may not be made for this show. And that may actually be a good thing, right? I think it takes a level and a certain person to be on these type of shows when it comes to Housewives. And based on what Kiana have basically shared with us just a little bit of the things that she desire, I think you desire a loving relationship. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like
with
most
a committed future.
Exactly. And I'm like, I don't know if being a housewife will help you in that, right? Because it's going to put a microscope, as it's already doing, on your relationship with Greg. And it's going to show the little cracks, or for me, big cracks, because I see it as big cracks, in your relationship that may just, even though you're not married and you're not going to get divorced because you're not married, but it may make you a little bit unhappy and show you basically the cracks of your own relationship, because now everybody get to see it, and now everybody's going to have an opinion about it, right? Including myself, right? Here's my thing with Greg. I can understand Blair that he may not like filming. I may even understand the fact that he may even feel validated in, you see what happened to you? You straight got your muffin cap peeled back last season and you wasn't even on the show. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't see how this is beneficial to you. And that's what I want to challenge, right? Okay, Greg, I can see you. I see you. Okay, but does everything got to be beneficial to you? I feel like a lot of things is beneficial to Greg more than beneficial to us. Okay. If that makes sense. He's talking about her attitude in a couple of episodes back. He's talking about what she's not doing when it comes to cooking and things of that nature. Respect, her mouth, talking back. But there's not enough us. But yet you want to talk about how you don't like her being on the show and hopefully there's no arguing. And it's like, okay, I understand that, but you got to give her a little bit something more. And even if it's just something that's independent of him because she's trying to get a flute herself, you got to support her. Yeah. Because if you're not going to support, my thing is, if you're not going to support her and you don't like her being on the show, you don't want to be like Juan number 2, like that's weird, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Being mean and
exactly,
and being rude on camera towards your lady.
Exactly. And what was the thing about Juan? Since because sometimes I gotta show my history with the show because my wife said I'm new to this, not true to this. But what was the history with Juan and Robin on the show? Is that Robin, your husband don't like you, and Kiana, you are setting yourself up to be basically Robin Light, you get what I'm saying? As this man don't like you, Kiana, because he don't want to marry you, right? It almost sounds exactly like Juan, right? He don't want to marry you. He don't support you of your like endeavors and things of that nature. And I don't know if you want to be under that light. I don't know if it's worth it to you, Kiana. It may just be worth for you to put on that polo, open arms, and just do your normal everyday work, run your businesses as an entrepreneur. But this Potomac light, this housewife light is different, and I don't know if I really want you to go through it because I like her.
Yeah, I like her too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we move on. Stacy and her aunt Dora have tea and dessert. Dora is her father's younger sister. They are close in age, so they have more of a sister-like relationship. Okay. Dora hopes the divorce isn't prolonged because Stacy's been separated for a year, and that is a while to go without getting some. So everybody wants Stacy to get some.
And that's what, and that really what makes me think this story is a little bit orchestrated. Yeah. Because I don't think the story should be, Stacy, you should get some over you getting a divorce.
Right.
Like it just seemed like we just bypassing that and just forgetting the fact that her family about to be broken up. And it's like, that's kind of weird, but okay.
So Dora asks if she's met someone, and she does tell her about TJ, how they used to work together, and we see a flashback of a recording that they did in like 2023. Yeah. And Dora peeped him and thought that he was a cute enough guy. Stacy says that he's her best friend. He has met her daughter in passing just because they were co-workers at the time. Dora hopes that it does turn into something else, and in a way it's better that they're not sleeping together. That's the way it should be. It's the way that God intended it to be. Stacy thinks that if they were sleeping together, she would have probably lost herself. And Dora tells her one thing at a time, get the divorce, then embark upon something else.
Only thing I have to say to this is, Stacy, what is this thing about you, like, consistently talking about you finding yourself, losing yourself, finding yourself? Like, I understand that you said that I feel like if I would have slept with TJ now, I would have lost myself. Is it easy to lose yourself?
Well, I think that going through big transitions like this, like, it is easy to, like, kind of not feel centered and not feel like yourself. So I think that if she probably would have put the divorce and getting intimate into a deep relationship with someone else, like I can imagine that would be like off-centering. Yeah.
But my thing is, like, is she already doing that in some sorts outside? Like is she already doing that to some sorts without the sex? To basically like centering her whole like, you know, I like TJ, I want to be with TJ. Besides like actually like being by herself for a little bit.
I guess you could look at it that way. That's a way to spin it. But I think that sometimes when people get physically intimate, it takes it to like a different level.
Yeah, it takes it to a different level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the only thing that I picked out from that scene. Basically, my question is, what is the priority to you knowing who you are and not losing yourself and things like that? I understand, and I know I'm holding it against you, but I am gonna hold it against you because it's crazy, and you live here in Maryland. You talking about your daughter don't really know your side of like the family when it comes to like your skin, like being
Her
black,
blackness, yeah.
right? So it's like that's wild to me. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, I think there's a lot of things that is a bigger priority in your life more than sleeping with TJ. You know what I'm saying? Number one, you finding yourself, you keeping yourself, and you reminding your daughter of herself.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like that's what I think. I don't know. I don't know you. You know?
Yeah. This thing with Stacey and the divorce, it's a lot.
Yep.
And I think that it can be a lot for anybody to handle. And I think that when you're used to being in a marriage or a close partnership with somebody, you have that level of closeness of support. And I think that TJ is being that person for her versus, you know, you have friends who have their own kids, their own husbands, like, you know, everybody's kind of doing their own thing. But to have that person really in your corner and in your space to support you through something as tough as a divorce probably feels really good to her.
Yeah.
But I would challenge her to try to do it. I wouldn't say alone, but not with the support of somebody you might have a romantic interest with.
Yeah.
And that's just because, like she said, she relies on him, but then we also see in the scene where she doesn't want to reveal too much about the divorce to him because like it's between her and her husband that's going through it.
Yeah.
So there's certain things that he doesn't know that he can't support her with, and she probably doesn't want to tell him because he is a romantic interest, and it just sounds very messy to me.
Yeah.
It just sounds very messy, and like, and then also the part to where, you know, I'm not really stuck on the fact on whether they're physically intimate or not. I actually think it's smart for them to like wait until she's divorced to kind of like dive into that aspect.
You're right.
But I guess my holdup with it is you're bringing him on as this partner figure, but he's not a partner, and it just feels like he's too much in my face if he's just a friend. I'm just like,
no, he's very much in our face.
Like he's too much in our face. Like I feel like the friend of the shows aren't even in our face the way that TJ is. Yeah. Nothing against TJ per se, but it's just a lot. It's very TJ heavy for him to be a bestie. Yeah.
I agree.
So Gizelle goes on a date with Namza. They go salsa dancing. Giselle ain't gonna go on no more dates with this man for real.
Here,
and if she does, who cares?
Man, like I said, she's not ever since that whole Sherman thing. We ain't never go see Gizelle with another person on this show, and that leads me to my point of Gizelle, get a storyline, because your kid should not be your storyline. You being a great mother should not be your storyline. I will make a video about that in the near future.
So we are at the Love Lagoon. Karen has cabanas and mermaids. They're getting set up. They see the mermaids come out. Ray is wanting to help them walk down the path.
I see you, Ray.
Help them get into the pool.
I see you, Ray.
As they start to swimming, Ray says yay, and Karen said, "What we saying yay for, Ray?" Get over there and put the food in the oven, Ray.
Ray is low key my second favorite character of the season. Okay,
Ray was a little too excited for
like,
the mermaids for Karen.
My man said yay.
Well, Josh is driving Ashley, Gizelle, Namza, and himself to the Love Lagoon party. Ashley and Josh have been spending time together, so she is feeling a little bit protective of him, bringing him around the ladies. It's so funny to say that because Ashley and Gizelle like hold no bars when it comes to the other ladies' men, but now Ashley wants to act like she's protective of this man she just met. This is so weird. It's so weird and it's so fake.
Do you know what's funny?
What?
I didn't see Ashley in this episode. I didn't see her.
You didn't?
Nope.
Okay.
I did not see her.
So the guests and their dates begin to arrive. Mia shows up solo. Wendy can see how her birthday may have inspired the decor.
I see you, Wendy.
They play a game called Turn Up the Heat. And in this game, you choose a question and everyone participates in the question.
Okay.
So the first question asked is, do you feel your partner has ever cheated?
Yeah.
Karen and Ray say no. Well, Gizelle believes in the blue-eyed boyfriend allegation.
Of
so
course
she
does.
believes that Karen is lying. Stacey brings up how Gizelle and Karen feel that when TJ's in LA, he's doing his own thing. And Gizelle was like, well, the thing is, y'all aren't a couple, so it doesn't really apply, right? And TJ is in agreement. So Stacey asked him if he's sleeping with anyone in LA, and he says just his Bugs Bunny in the bed.
Do you see what I mean? He's not even a good friend of the show. And that's why he feels like he's in our face. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when
the answers like this, I'm like, can I get less TJ, please?
Yeah, please. Just
turn it down
just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We up here. I want to be here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It just, listen here, right? This is what I mean. When it comes to the outside of the marriages, because Wendy and Eddie is married, outside of the dating TJ and Stacey and Kiana and Greg, the men ain't giving like they like y'all. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I guess, you know what I mean?
And Gizelle admits that they did still tell Stacey to try out different peen for her personal journey.
Okay.
Then we move on to Darius, who says no. Jossie says yes. She feels like it's a possibility.
Yeah.
And he says anything happened was prior to them getting back together. She knows that he lied about having a child. She says she's not an idiot, and there could definitely be some more dirt that she doesn't know about.
Well, listen here. Stop cosplaying one day.
Yeah.
Right? We know why you with this man. You feel me?
Both Eddie and Wendy say no. Greg says no, and he has Kiana being followed, and Kiana says no for Greg.
Dude, you know what I'm saying? I got you followed. Are you a partner or are you like property? Dude, like that's the question.
Are you her PO?
Like it's question. Like that's what I'm saying. You build it. The real question is Greg really building a house and he just letting you live there with him? It's not giving partnership.
Right.
It's giving PO. Property, you know what I mean?
So Mia speaks on Gordon because she's still legally married, and the answer for that is no. Then people start bringing up how Mia talked about how Gordon got it popping with some lady in front of her, and she said, well, I don't consider that cheating because I was for it and I was there.
I see you, Mia.
But Mia has cheated on Gordon. Stacey's like, we're just gonna move past that. Yeah, we know Mia is what she is.
Listen here, man. Mia
is a lady of the night.
I like, really, right? Some would even say hero of the night. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Mia is Mia, right? Stacey, if you haven't learned what or who first chair Mia is, this is who she is. She said, oh yeah, I cheated, and then just passed the question on as if it was nothing, because you know why? It's Mia. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
The next question is, are you dominant or submissive in the bedroom?
Yeah.
Kiana says that she is submissive. Greg is dominant.
Of course he is.
Wendy is submissive. Eddie's dominant, but he says that Wendy tries to have her dominant moments, but she don't need to be doing all that. When it's time for her to move to this corner or move to that corner, she needs to comply.
Okay.
So they all think that Mia is dominant, and Mia confirms with Gordon she was, but with Ink, he likes to choke her, he's the dominant one. Namza is dominant. Gizelle doesn't have to answer for some reason.
No. Stop right here. I thought you were to go pick it up. This is who y'all want. This is who y'all like. This is who y'all want back in first chair. Like, he gets the answer, but she gets to just basically play it up because as long as it's not about my kids, I ain't got to participate in the show. Okay, I hear you.
Ashley says she dibbles and dabbles in different ponds. With the women, she's dominant. With the men, she's submissive.
That makes sense.
Wendy was like, you know what? I can see that because on my birthday trip, we was both getting a little tipsy, and I told you was drunk, and Ashley asked me, you going to show me something tonight?
What?
She was like, I can absolutely see that.
Okay.
And Ashley talks about how she was referencing when they were on their vacation in Mexico and they flashed each other their vajays, and that's what she was talking about. But I think if Wendy would have showed her something, Ashley would have got into something.
Ashley would have choked you out, Wendy, okay?
So Josh says that he's dominant. That's all he's going to say. He's a mystery. We're not interested, Josh.
I'm
it's
really
okay.
not.
You don't have to worry about being a mystery.
I don't see you. I don't see Ashley. I don't see y'all.
And I felt like Josh had a little bit too much commentary for me this episode. Like, he was like, oh, Eddie's doing a lot, and Ray, he's a really great guy. I'm like, sir,
I don't care.
I don't want to know your opinion.
True.
Jazzy's man is dominant. Stacey is dominant. And TJ says, yo, fam.
See,
I'm sorry, let me get my TJ voice on.
Go ahead. Fix it, Blair.
Yo, fam. Just because I'm not sleeping with you don't mean you're going to be more dominant than I am.
What the hell that mean, TJ?
Less TJ. TJ.
Just turn it down a little bit more. Listen, this is what needs to happen with TJ, dude.
We got to turn to the same side because I'm turning it down. You're turning it up.
No. I'm about to just push the button and turn them off. But I'm about to say, like, what needs to happen to TJ, he just needs to be turning all the... Dude, y'all hear my mic going down? It going all the... It's off. That's what I want from TJ, because don't call me yo fam. I'm not your family, bro. Okay? Anybody who sleep with Bugs Bunny in their bed ain't no kin of mine, okay? Know that.
So Ray says that Karen used to be more dominant. She used to tear him up.
Oh, boy.
And he said he had to marry that lady.
Okay. Listen here. I went to see Ray holding the flute with the ladies.
I do too.
In the opening scene, in the middle.
Yes.
Give Ray first chair this season.
Exactly.
Because that's what TJ need to learn how to be. Ray says probably 2 lines an episode.
Gotta find your pockets.
And when he says it, it's in and out. And it's impactful.
Yes.
Giselle,
as you know, Karen has shared with us that she has her mouth in retirement. Would you like it to come out of retirement? And Ray says absolutely. And Karen said, thank you, Giselle.
Thank you, Jizzy.
We know what we doing tonight.
Exactly.
So we get the scary Jaws music. We see a dog on the lawn and Jacqueline arriving with heart balloons. Karen immediately gets up and she's already saying no. No. Get yourself and your dog and get up out of here.
And truth be told, I'm saying yes.
Okay.
Because, listen, I got to be honest, right? Even though I talked about Kiana, I do feel like Jacqueline has been more impactful on the show this season more than Kiana. And when I say impactful, I mean even being someone to beat on and joke about.
Yeah.
Right? So even seeing Jacqueline, you just already know, oh, I'm about to get a good scene because Karen about to get activated.
Exactly.
When I see Kiana, I don't want to hear about you begging from love from your boyfriend / employer, employee, partner, homeowner guy. It's just weird. You get what I'm saying? But other than that, was that the end of the episode?
That's all.
Listen, I feel like this review is better than the episode, to be honest.
Yeah, it was kind of a filler episode.
It was a terrible episode in my eyes, because I'm like, why did y'all split up this episode where Jacqueline come? That should not be like
at the end, the cliffhanger.
Like part 2. That is not to be continued worthy to me.
Yeah, honestly, they could have cut out Giselle's date. I wasn't expecting to see it anyway.
Saying, like,
but okay.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Listen, I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment. We are so close to 4,500. My goal, our goal is to get to 5,000 by the end of the year. I know it's a lot because I told y'all my goal was 4,000 by the end of the year, but we got that pretty fast.
Yes.
Okay. So now, can we push it to 5,000, please? Can y'all help us? That's all I got. Anything else?
That's it.
Y'all be good.
Bye.